The Way Back debuts on HBO, having taken a now all-too-familiar track. Theatrical release derailed by COVID-19 lockdowns to a hasty digital VOD debut to subscription streaming services. The movie marks the second collaboration between actor Ben Affleck and director Gavin O'Connor, the first being 2016's The Accountant, a laughably grotty thriller about a guy who's an accountant, who's an assassin, who's a martial artist, who's a marksman, who's autistic. Suffice to say, the pair's follow-up effort doesn't have a tough act to follow. The gist: Jack Cunningham Affleck pours a beer into a paper cup to drink on the drive home from his job on a construction site. But he doesn't go home. He pulls up to Harold's and pulls some pints, slurs body jokes, and barely staggers up the steps to his grungy apartment. He drags himself out of bed the next morning, drinks a beer in the shower, hits the liquor store for a $67 box of cheap booze, goes to his sister's for a testy Thanksgiving dinner and ignores some phone calls, but makes one to his ex-wife, who had asked the sister how he's doing, probably because that way she'd get an answer resembling the truth. The one call he actually returns is from Father Divine John Aylward, who offers him a job coaching the basketball team at Bishop Hayes High School, the same Bishop Hayes High School where Jack was a superstar all-everything player who led the team to multiple championships in the mid-90s. They haven't had jack shit for success since then, and nobody comes to the games, and a homecoming from Jack Cunningham his damn self might be inspiring to the community. Jack pounds beer after beer as he practices out loud all the ways he's going to let down Father Divine easily. But he just can't follow through with the lies he'd have to tell about his life being too full right now. So Jack shows up on the court and, would ya know, the team is a ragtag bunch of misfits running around willy-nilly out there. There's the soft-spoken superstar who has yet to step up and lead, the ladies' man distracted by the girls in the crowd, the mouthy center who shows up late, etc. The team routinely gets pantsed, but then really gets pantsed by a squad of arrogant jerks, prompting Jack to curse out his players until the team pastor gives him one of those looks, and then the pastor follows up with a point about not swearing because the Lord doesn't care much for that, and another point about setting an example for a bunch of impressionable kids, and you know what, one of those points is actually pretty valid. Pretty soon, instead of hitting Harold's, Jack is hitting the pillow early. We get a hard work montage, and some inspirational coach speeches about working hard and having chips on shoulders, and another montage where the team starts consistently putting the rock through the hoop and winning some games. Jack meets with his ex, Yanina Gavankar, and some things are revealed about the why of the way things are.